All right, perfect. Thank you very much. We're super excited to be here. We love doing these webinars with Karat and Lollicup. So we have a great webinar for you guys today. So wanted to introduce ourselves first before we start. My name's Austin Johnson. I'm a marketing and application specialist with Carrie. Been with Carrie for about 2.5 years, but super excited to show you all of our great products and making some fun, awesome summer LTO applications.
Hey everybody, so excited to be here with you today. I'm Briggs Carroll. I'm the Senior Applications Manager for Carrie Food Service. I've been with Carrie for 28 years. We've got some really good drinks for you on tap today. We're going to show you morning drinks and what's good, better, best with your morning drinks. We'll get into some lunch drinks and show you good, better, best during our lunch. And then what you could do to get sales in the afternoon. And we'll do a good, better, best drink from that. So really excited to be here, and I'll be back to make some drinks in a second. Austin?
All right. Thanks, Briggs. So for our webinar today, we really wanted to focus in on our brand, DaVinci Gourmet. DaVinci really started out in the Seattle area, kind of in the late 80s with that big coffee boom. But it was really designed by baristas, bartenders, to really make these bold, amazing flavors to make overall amazing applications. So with that, you can kind of see the portfolio here with DaVinci. We have some classic syrups. We have 59 flavors now. And we just added 2 awesome new flavors to the lineup. We have a cookie butter syrup and a brown sugar syrup. And we're going to show you some fun applications and how you can utilize these 2 new syrups for your business. We also have a line of sugar-free syrups and natural syrups along with in our syrup portfolio. And then looking down at the bottom, we have a full line of sauces, and we also have a sweet creamer. And we're going to touch on some fun aspects of our sweet creamer that you can really make some fun, awesome applications with that too. There's also a line of dry mixes, and then also our wonderful smoothie line within DaVinci. Within the smoothie line, we have 5 great flavors. You can kind of see them here. We have mango, peach, strawberry, strawberry banana, and wild berry blast. And the great thing about these drinks or these smoothie mixes is that they're very, very easy to make awesome, simple smoothies. But there's also some really fun aspects that you can do in playing around with the smoothie mixes. And we'll show you some fun applications that you can do with the smoothie mixes today. But kind of looking at, the smoothie mixes overall, the great part about them is that they're made with real fruit and cane sugar and not going to have any high fructose corn syrup or those artificial flavors or preservatives.
And then we're also going to get into our sweet cream. And the sweet cream, this is our fastest growing and emerging flavor. We're really doing gangbusters with sweet cream. And then this is, we're looking ways to elevate your drinks. We're going to wow your customers. The DaVinci Gourmet Sweet Creamer, that's your secret weapon. It's made with real dairy and natural flavors. It's got that versatility for multiple hot and cold beverage applications. The beauty is it's shelf stable. We know that you guys all have storage concerns and refrigeration concerns. And then this is going to complement DaVinci Gourmet Coffee, our fruit syrups for coffee, dirty sodas, we'll get into those today, lemonade, and refreshing beverages. So really excited about that. And there are endless possibilities with hot coffees, iced coffee and frappes, smoothies, lemonades, frozen cocktails, energy drinks, and then, like I said, dirty sodas. So without further ado, we can sit here and talk all day, but you guys want to see us building drinks. So, oh, sorry, Austin, go ahead and give us the summer insights, if you would.
Yeah, getting ahead of yourself, Briggs. He's always excited about getting ready to go. But yeah, we always like to include a slide just kind of talking about some insights and trends that we're kind of seeing in the coffee realm. So looking at some beverage trends, one of the trends that we're seeing is a healthy, fresh, and vibrant, and that kind of plays into the last bullet point as well. You can see it as fun and functional. So having that healthy kind of halo and functionality adding into a drink, and then the vibrancy of having these drinks plays into that second bullet point where you see is social media friendly. You know, we always see Instagram and these TikToks of all these awesome drinks, and they're really driving a lot of these trending applications that you can kind of see on the right. And then also talking about dirty sodas that Briggs will kind of go over a little bit later on. And then iced and cold drinks still kind of leading the way. A lot of people have really turned to having iced and cold beverages. Not to say that people don't order hot, but a lot of people are still just always looking for an iced or cold, even in those winter months. And then some cool specialty items. Maybe that's tied into some regionality. And then your last bullet point there is the post-lunch crowd. And then we'll kind of get into some fun applications where you can drive some business back in from people to coming in from the morning for their coffee and then back in the afternoon for some fun, awesome, refreshing beverages. So some top summer flavors. You obviously have all your berries, your peach, your watermelon, all those wonderful tropical flavors like guava and coconut, your mango, cherry, and your pineapple. And then just some trending applications that we're starting to really see emerge are matcha-related beverages, lemonades. Lemonades are really making a great comeback, especially in that refreshing post-lunch crowd kind of segment there. So we'll talk a little bit about lemonades today. And then shakes and smoothies, and that's tying back into that health halo and that functionality trend that you see over to the left. So with that, we'll get into our first questionnaire of the day.
All right. Oh, by the way, Austin, can you also show your face in front of the camera? Because right now I can see. Yeah, that would be wonderful. So we are going to launch the poll question. Please make sure answer your questions through poll pop-up windows. If you can see it, it's on your right-hand side at the bottom. Oh, nice. So glad to see this numbers is running. All right. Answer the question. What do your customers typically order in the morning? Oh, hybrid. That's wonderful. Okay, we are going to stop the poll questions around 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are ending the poll. Glad to know that, sir. The answer is Harvard is the number 1, and ice beverage is 2. Okay, back to you, Austin.
That's very surprising. That's crazy. That hot's still number 1. That's awesome to hear.
That is awesome to hear, Austin, because now it is time to build drinks. And guess what my first drink is? My first drink is a brown sugar latte with a cookie butter oat milk froth. So I'm taking Oregon chai, and this is our black tea with a little hint of vanilla. It's got a little bit of honey. It's got a little bit of clove, cardamom, and cinnamon. So really the OG chai, that's the best chai on the market for sure, the original chai. I'm also going to use oat milk with this drink. And then our 2 new products that from DaVinci that Austin spoke about earlier are our brown sugar and then our cookie butter. They're unbelievable together. And then I'm doing this as a hot drink, so I've got it already made up here in my hot dispenser. So I've added the oat milk with the brown sugar in there. It gives it that rich taste and smell. I can already smell the brown sugar. And then with that, I'm going to do a hot foam. So I've got that already going in my new foam milk frothing system that I've got. And that is this 5-in-1 milk frother. So it could be done cold, it could be done hot, it could be done light, it could be done heavy. So I've done the cookie butter in with oat milk because I'm lactose intolerant. So I've got an oat milk with the brown sugar in it. And now I'm just going to add a little bit of this thick cookie butter oat milk froth to it. And it's just going to give us that first taste is going to be that cookie butter. And then we're going to get into that wonderful chai with the brown sugar. It's basically tastes like a fresh oven-baked cookie with, it's like inside of a warm, comforting drink. So this is our good application. Austin, can you give me a better application, please?
All right. Thanks, Briggs. Yeah, so sticking with kind of that morning theme, but I'm going to take it to the iced beverage side. This is how I prefer my coffee in the morning. I really like having an ice cold coffee or cold brew. I think it really brings out all the wonderful notes that you get out of the coffee bean. But I also really like having a cold foam and just all the fun customization that you could do in creating your own flavored cold foam. So with that, I'm going to do some cold brew. So this is going to be my brown sugar cold brew with our blueberry cold foam. So we're going to use our new brown sugar syrup as Briggs just used in his last drink here. So I'm going to take some fresh brewed cold brew, I'm going to throw that in. And then I'm going to do an ounce of our brown sugar syrup here. I'm just going to give that a quick stir. And this makes a really great base. Obviously, you've heard of a brown sugar shaken espresso, but this is a great base for the building blocks of adding that blueberry to give it a really nice summer vibe to it. So with that, I'm going to make the cold foam here. So I'm going to take 2 ounces of some heavy whipping cream. I'm going to put that in my canister here. And I'm going to use 3/4 of an ounce of our blueberry syrup. And this makes an awesome, vibrant color, as you'll see when I pour it over the top. And then you can kind of see when we break it down into the recipe cards. But it makes a really great cold foam. And then as it bleeds into the drink, it makes a really cool, almost like a Van Gogh-ish style beverage. Again, very Instagrammable, tying back to that social media aspect. So I'm going to just pour that right over the top. And that's my take on a summer cold brew with our new brown sugar syrup, and then adding some blueberry cold foam to the top of that. All right, Briggs, let's see what you got for the overall best drink idea of the day for the morning segment.
All right, so this one is a best, and this is also utilizing still our brown sugar. We're going to use some peanut butter syrup on this. I'm going to use some 3 shots of espresso. I'm going to use some peanut butter, and then I'm also going to do a somewhat of a sweet cream froth to it also. So this one is called a peanut butter cookie shaken latte. So you'll see with me today, for some reason, I've got a big peanut butter thing. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to rim my glass, and I've taken these old-fashioned, if you remember these, they're still around, the Nutter Butter cookies. I'm going to rim my glass in peanut butter, and then rim my glass with those cookies. So that's going to be on top. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to put in a shaker cup. I'm going to do 3 shots of espresso, which I've already drawn from my espresso machine. I'll pour that in there. So that's about 3.
Hey, hold on, Briggs, 1 second. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. You're not popping up on the screen. Yenting, do you know how to fix that? People aren't being able to see Briggs.
What? That's a travesty. There I am. Look at me.
There we go.
Wow.
That's better.
Wow. Never mind, Yinting. Put me back on the small side. I can't bear the sight of this. But okay. Thanks, Austin. I appreciate that. So I've taken my espresso. I've added it to my shaker cup. I'm going to do 3/4 or 3 pumps of my brown sugar. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 1/4 ounce or 1 pump of my peanut butter to give me that real peanut butter taste for this shaken latte. I've already done my glass, and then I'm going to go ahead and take that, and I'm going to shake it. And then let me add a little ice to my glass. And then I'm going to take that espresso, peanut butter, and the brown sugar, pour that into my drink. And then in a separate, again, frothing, I'm all about the frothing. I'm going to take some oat milk, the barista edition, and then I'm going to take a ½ ounce of our sweet cream and give that a little pump there. Then with a hand frother, I'm going to go ahead and get this frothed up and as rich and creamy as I possibly can. And then in an effort to save time, I'm just going to add that right into this wonderful drink. So really a good looking drink, a wonderful tasting drink. And then this is my my better or best in the and why is this best? I mean, we're talking about a drink we could probably sell for $8.50. The cost to make it is around $2.50 to about $2.71. So we're looking at a profit of about $5.79 for this morning drink. So that takes us through the morning drinks. What do we got next?
All right. Thank you, Briggs. Should be sharing our screen. We just wanted to show the recipe cards real quick over the drinks that we just made. So looking at Briggs's first drink, this is the brown sugar chai latte with that cookie butter froth on the top of that. And you can see the ingredients there, but we're estimating a cost of that about $1.47-ish and an estimated resale of about $5. So that gives you a profit of $3.50 on that drink. And then looking at the one that I made, you can kind of see what I was talking about. Very Van Gogh-ish almost is how I picture it. But this is that brown sugar cold brew with the blueberry cold foam. Again, looking at the cost, we're estimating about $1.19 for that. And you can really upsell these because you're adding in obviously a flavor and a cold foam on top of that. So estimated resale, about $5.25 there. And your profit is just over $4. And then for the last drink that Briggs did, this is that peanut butter cookie shaken latte. He kind of went over, but again, just kind of reiterating, estimated cost of about $2.71. Yeah, there's a lot going on, but it makes an awesome looking beverage. And this is that best overall scenario or application for that morning segment. So estimated resale of about $8.50 and then giving you a profit of just about $5.80. So with that, that wraps up our morning segment. So we're going to get into question number 2 of the day. Yinting, you there? I can't hear if she's talking.
Yinting, are you there? We can't hear you.
Okay, we might have to come back. We can circle back if she comes back live. But there'll be another questionnaire and then a chance, obviously, for the raffle winner for question 1 to kind of happen. But we'll just keep moving on until they can figure out the technical difficulties on their side. Oh, there it is. It just popped up. So I'll go back to the questionnaire here. Sorry about that.
Yes, sorry. All right. Okay. So all right, can you guys hear me? We are going to end the poll in 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And Austin.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, wonderful. So we are going to run the poll, but I am currently have the technical difficulties. So we will run the raffle at the end of the webinar for 3 raffles. Would that be okay?
Yep. That sounds great.
Okay, good. All right, back to you.
All right. You share my screen again. All right. Okay, so we're going to get into our lunchtime segment here, thinking about that kind of that 11 to 1-ish time frame where people maybe aren't looking for caffeine or coffee-oriented drinks, but they're looking for something more refreshing or something like a smoothie, something indulgent, and something kind of like almost like a snack, if you will. So just wanted to touch on some smoothie trends. 73% of consumers still love or like smoothies. And that's tying back to kind of what I was mentioning earlier with that health halo and that functionality. And that plays really into the Gen Z and millennial demographic. And then looking at your most popular menued smoothie items, you got your strawberry, your banana, and your mango are your top 3, berry at number 5, and then peach at number 10. And kind of when I wanted to reiterate, these products are very, very simple to do. You're just pouring it over ice, you're blending it, and you're serving it for a really simple, easy smoothie for your customers. But we really wanted to show some other fun ways of how you can utilize these products as well. And that's going to tie into our lunch segment here today. So with that, I'm going to make our first drink of the day, and that's going to be our strawberry horchata refresher. So with horchata, makes a really great summertime drink because you get the cinnamon aspect, but also it's very refreshing because it's going to be iced. And then you're also adding in those fresh strawberries to this, and then you're going to flavor it with some strawberry syrup as well. So with that, I'm going to get started. So I'm going to take 6 ounces of whole milk, which I've already had pre-poured into my shaker cup. I'm going to do a 1/2 cup of our Big Train horchata mix. Again, this is a great item to have. It's wonderful. It makes an awesome, awesome drink. So with that, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to add 1 ounce of our strawberry syrup with DaVinci. I'm going to go ahead and give this a really good shake to make sure that it's fully mixed, ready to go. And again, this is playing into that refreshing segment, where people aren't really looking for maybe caffeine, but they just want something like a tasty treat or something light to snack on. That's going to kind of give you both aspects with adding in the fresh strawberries as well into it. So I'm going to pour that right over my cup of ice here. And then I'm going to even add a couple fresh strawberries into the mix. And there you have our strawberry horchata refresher. So with all the ingredients that you see, estimating a cost of about $1.33. Now you can utilize this Big Train mix without milk. That's the beauty about Big Train, is that you can cut costs down by utilizing water. Just with the milk, it's just going to give you a richer flavor. But with that, the estimated resale, we're seeing probably about $5.25-ish for this drink, and that gives you an estimated profit of just under $4. That's going to be about $3.92 overall. So with that, let's see what Briggs has for his better option.
Well, that's a pretty good one for the good option, Austin. I'm a big fan of horchata. Love to see it done in a strawberry form. That's really good. I'm going back again to peanut butter. What better for a lunchtime sensation than a peanut butter and jelly? So sticking along with my peanut butter theme, I'm going to do a peanut butter and jelly smoothie. So I'm going to take 5 ounces of our DaVinci Wild Berry Blast, add that into our our blender cup. I'm going to do 2 ounces of whole milk. And then I will go ahead and put this in my blender. While that's working, I'm going to go ahead and design my glassware. So I'm going to take and put some peanut butter on the inside of my glass. Just diligently put peanut butter inside the glass. That's going to give us that peanut butter taste we want with the peanut butter and jelly. And then I'm going to take the frozen peanut butter and jelly, add this to my peanut butter. That's giving us a great look to it. And then now I can either, I rim the top, and then I can either add fresh blueberries, but I'm going to add some freeze-dried blueberries on top of this. And that's going to give me a nice texture to the drink. It's going to give me a crunch. These are very crunchy. I don't know if you've tried freeze-dried fruit, but this is really an awesome way to kind of make that drink even better. So now we have a great looking drink during lunch, awesome smoothie. And this one is going to cost us only about $1.22 to make. We're estimating a sale price of about $6.50. And then we're looking at probably an estimated profit of about $5 per drink. So profitable drink goes along with our lunchtime theme, keeping our customers guessing and keeping them coming in for throughout the day. And then that would be our better solution. What is our best solution in this lunchtime hour, Austin?
All right, thanks, Briggs. That's an awesome beverage. It's a great smoothie, but we're going to take the smoothie to the next level here. And we're going to use our horchata mix again. Still big, dear to my heart. I love this product. It's a great product. And we're going to even tie it in with our Mango Mania smoothie mix. And then we're going to add a little bit of a coffee aspect to it, just to kind of give it that coffee aspect for people who may be still looking for a little bit of caffeine in the lunchtime time frame. So this could be utilized with obviously a shot of espresso. I'm going to use our coffee concentrate syrup with DaVinci. So with that, I'm going to do 5 ounces of our Mango Mania smoothie mix and then 3 ounces of water. And I'm going to pour that into our blender here. And I'm going to take a 1/4 cup of our Big Train horchata mix, throw that in. And then I'm going to do 1 ounce of our coffee concentrate syrup. And then a cup of ice, go ahead and throw that in. And we'll give this a blend. While that's blending, we're also going to top it with some whipped cream to give it a more fun aspect to it, and then even a little bit of a cocoa powder to kind of sprinkle over the top. It's going to be a really show-stopping beverage. Again, talking back to that social media presence, that TikTok and that Instagrammable beverage. This is going to be a great item to show. So with that, we're going to take our smoothie mix, pour that into our glass. And again, because I'm going to do whipped cream, I'm not going to go all the way to the top. Just going to leave a little bit of room. Add our whipped cream. And this is going to be a very indulgent lunchtime kind of, again, talking about having like that indulgent or snack almost beverage for the day. We're going to sprinkle a little bit of cocoa powder on the top of that. And there you go. This is going to be our mango Java smoothie that utilized our DaVinci mango smoothie mix, some horchata, some coffee concentrate. But again, just finding fun ways to utilize this smoothie mix instead of doing just a simple mango smoothie, really elevating the smoothie line. So looking at the cost of that, we're estimating about a cost of $2.07 and then an estimated resale of about $7. So that's giving you a profit of just under $5 per smoothie out the door. And that really wraps up our lunchtime segment. So again, talking about refreshers and smoothies, we're going to talk about we're going to get into some late afternoon drinks. So I'll share my screen again. so you can get back, but I'll show you the recipe cards here real fast. Just kind of going over what we did. So again, first off, started with the strawberry horchata refresher. You can see the ingredients utilizing the strawberry syrup and our horchata mix. Again, you can use whole milk, but you can also do it with water. This is Briggs's peanut butter and jelly smoothie that he had with the peanut butter inside the glass and then also topping it with some freeze-dried blueberries. And then last but not least, the mango java smoothie that I just created here for you today. All right, we're going to get into our final question of the day. This is going to be, what are your top selling afternoon beverages? So it should have a poll pop up momentarily. And there it is. Perfect.
All right, so we are going to end the poll in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's share the result. And I think we have the winner. The winner is Refreshing Beverage. It's the winner. And the second one is, let me see. Oh, actually, we have 2 second. We have number 2. One is tea and the other one is boba or sodas. So back to you.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. Yeah, again, refreshing beverages and those dirty sodas continue to really take over that afternoon crowd.
Sure, Austin. Soda meets creamer. That's where we're going to create the dirty soda. And what is a dirty soda? I had the privilege recently of working with Swig Soda in Utah, kind of the developers of this dirty soda. They originated out of Utah. It's a richer, more indulgent soda with additions of various flavored syrup and a cream base. A standard soda, carbonated beverage. You can create endless varieties of dirty sodas. And if you haven't seen these, you're going to start seeing these everywhere you go. So when I do a demo, usually the first thing I ask is, hey, how many people have seen or heard of dirty sodas? Normally we'll get 1 or 2 people back in a few months ago would raise their hands. As I'm doing this now, almost everybody's raising their hands. So dirty soda is all the craze. And Austin keeps mentioning it. Social media. This has been driven by the surge of dirty sodas. There's 143 million views on the dirty soda just on TikTok. I know because I've done maybe 50 of those views are mine because I have a TikTok channel. Dirty sodas, they have endless flavor possibilities by just changing that base syrup. We're going to go ahead and flavor customers, and this is going to give customers a reason to keep coming back. I mentioned Swig Soda, and this was so astonishing to me, being from Virginia, going to Utah, seeing this place that just served dirty sodas, basically, and there was a line around the drive-through. So, unbelievable amounts of business they're doing. So they're extremely quick, they're extremely easy. How about better way to do it than to show you? So, without further ado, let's make a dirty soda. So first, we're going to add ice to our glass. I'm going to do a lemon lime soda. You could do it with any soda. I've got a frozen one that I'll show you in a minute that I've done with a orange crush. But I'm going to add my lemon lime soda to my glass. If my soda opens. And then I'm just going to flavor. Again, we have endless flavor possibilities, but I've chosen kind of a summer flavor banana. I'm going to do 1 ounce or 4 pumps of that banana. And then I'm going to add my ½ ounce of sweet cream right to the top. Add a little bit more soda to get it fully to the rim. and then just a little bit more sweet cream to give it a little more color, and then just stir that in. And the taste profile of this, if you've had a banana popsicle, that's exactly what this tastes like. So it's an amazing drink. It's easy to use, and it's profitable for us. So this is our good of the afternoon segment. So the estimated cost of something like this is probably about 78 cents. So the estimated cost or resale of this, I mean, $3.50 is on the low spectrum. With that, you'd be looking at $2.72 profit. But I think you can even charge even more for this indulgent soda treat. So then I told you we did I'm done a frozen one already done. So I added my orange soda and then added the sweet cream directly to it. And then I have a frozen orange cream sickle style dirty soda. So endless possibilities. Come to our website. We have a ton of recipes. And what do you got, Austin, for the afternoon in terms of a best solution for us?
All right. Thanks, Briggs. Awesome to see a frozen dirty soda. You don't really see those too much, so very innovative. And again, just the customization on dirty sodas alone, that's just endless possibilities and so many different unique flavors that you can pair with different soda bases. So with that, I'm going to get into doing a lemonade. So as I mentioned earlier, lemonades are really kind of emerging, especially in that afternoon segment. You think about the summertime, the heat, everywhere's starting to heat back up. People are looking for those refreshing beverages, and why not do it with a lemonade? But I'm going to take a lemonade and kind of make it more elegant, and then I'm going to add even our sweet cream into it. Sounds crazy, but it's an awesome, awesome drink application. So I've already gone ahead and batched up some Big Train lemonade. This is a great product, super easy to do. Just mix with water and this powder mix right here. You have a great, easy to do lemonade. So with that, I'm going to do a peaches and cream is what I'm going to call it, frosted lemonade. And I'm going to even add some honey popping pearls into it too to just give it a more unique overall texture to it. So these are the T-zone honey popping pearls. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple of spoonfuls in the bottom of that here first. And then I'm going to fill up our glass with some lemonade here. And then to get that peach element, to that summery vibe element to it, I'm going to take 2 ounces of our DaVinci Peach Extreme Peach Smoothie Mix. So I'm going to do 2 ounces of that. If I could pour without making a mess. Go ahead and throw that into our glass here. And then again, utilizing our sweet creamer, so many fun, unique applications you can do with it. Obviously, Briggs did a dirty soda, but adding a little dairy component to a lemonade makes a really fun, awesome drink. So I'm going to do a pump of that. Give it a quick stir. And then why not just float a couple more popping pearls on the top there. So I'm giving kind of an element of a snacking element with the popping pearls, but also that refreshing element as well with lemonade, adding some peach to it to make it a more summery vibe. And then that dairy component makes it kind of that peaches and cream feel to it. So with that, we're estimating about a cost of about 94 cents for this overall beverage here. And then a resale of about $5.50 on that refreshing beverage application is kind of about the average what you would see. So an estimated profit of about $4.56. So with that, that's my last drink of the day. Let's see what Briggs has for the best overall afternoon and our last drink of the day.
Thanks, Austin. Can you get me on the big screen for the big finale here? Thank you. For this, I'm going to do a cookie butter mud pie shake. Bam! So this is, again, the afternoon. We've worked all day. We deserve a little bit of an indulgent treat. So how are we going to do so? We're going to do so with our new cookie butter. We're going to do some with Big Train cookies and cream. And then we're going to add oat milk. For me, I like oat milk. I have a little tad bit lactose intolerant, so I will do everything mainly for me with oat milk, but you can use any style of dairy. Also, big tray can be used with water. So again, if we're looking cost conscious to save money, we can use water. For me, I'm going to use oat milk today. So I'm going to use 7 ounces of dairy into my blender cup. Then I'm going to do 1/3 or 2 pumps of my cookie butter, or I'm sorry, 1/2 or half ounce, so 2 pumps of our brand new cookie butter DaVinci Gourmet syrup. I'm going to do a 1/3 cup of our big train cookies and cream. And then let's make that even chocolatier, man. This is going to be indulgent. So I'm going to do 1 pump or a half ounce of DaVinci Gourmet chocolate sauce. I'll go ahead and put that in my blender. This isn't called for in the recipe, but I got time, so I'm going to put a little chocolate swirl in this. And then I'm going to take my indulgent cookie butter mud pie shake, pour it into my glass. Let's go ahead and add some whipped cream to this thing. Then I'm going to take some Oreos, which I've pre-crushed. Let's just sprinkle those on top here. Then let's make it even more indulgent. I'm going to add a brownie slice to the side. Let's go ahead and put our straw in there. And there we have an unbelievable afternoon shake-style drink, easily made. You can see it took no time to make, but how profitable is this drink? Estimated cost, now again, we could get rid of the brownie, we could get rid of the cookies, we could make this, a little less expensive, but again, I want to make this as expensive and wonderful and indulgent as I possibly could for you. So we're talking about a cost of about $2.34 for us. We could sell this thing probably for upwards of $10. So we're looking at a huge profit of about $7.86 per drink. So unbelievable profit we have in these drinks, unbelievable taste profile we've got, unbelievable products that we can do for you. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this today. We certainly enjoyed putting this on for you.
It's wonderful.
Awesome drink, Briggs. That looked awesome. What a great way to end the webinar there. So just wanted to kind of retouch on the recipes that we did for our last segment of the day. So Briggs started us off with the dirty soda and his banana cream pie dirty soda. So again, kind of looking at the ingredients, that was just with our banana syrup and our wonderful sweet cream. Estimated cost 78 cents, resale $3.50, and profit of $2.72 there. Looking at the peaches and cream frosted lemonade with the popping pearls, estimated cost just under $1, probably resale of about $5.50, and then again looking at a profit of about $4.56. And then looking at Briggs's cookie butter mud pie shake, talking about how he, you could take out the dairy, you could take out some of these ingredients, but to make it really eye-popping like it is on the screen there, you're looking at a cost of $2.34 with all those wonderful ingredients, and then a resale of about $10. That seems like pretty low for a very indulgent, awesome drink like that, but estimated profit there, $7.66. So before we get to the other winners, we just wanted to say thank you very much for stopping by and taking your time out of the day to join us and going over some awesome, fun summer LTOs with you guys and our wonderful product lineup here that we have. That's all sold with Lollicup. Big shout out to Lollicup as well for putting these on. We always enjoy doing these. So some key takeaways for today. Obviously, Carrie is your one-stop solution with all of our brands that we produce and we make. And it's all sold with Lollicup. Endless possibilities and endless applications that you can really do to kind of grow your business and grow your profits. And that gets into my next little tidbit there is, utilizing these awesome products to make really fun LTOs. You think summertime is definitely the time for LTOs. It's where we see a lot of LTO action, especially in the coffee realm. So just getting creative and having fun, creating these new awesome drinks.
Hey, we're here also. We are here to work for you. So utilize, Austin and I are both full-time mixologists. we also have territory street reps in every state. So utilize them. They can come in, help you with LTOs, help you with recipe ideation. Austin and I can do it virtually, or a lot of times we'll come in and work with you also face to face. But that's what we offer is our expertise and all of our team's expertise. So please utilize us. Let us come in. Let's find profitable solutions to what you're seeing in your business. We're here to help you. So thank you all very much.
Thank you, guys. I hope you can hear my voice again. Again, if you have any question, you can still feel free to tap in the chat. And right now, we're going to run a raffle. Hold up. So I hope you can see my screen. The first poll we are going to run. Can you see the window? See the screen. Austin.
Yep, we got it. Yep,
Okay.
we got it.
So the first raffle will have 30 people to participate. So that's spinning the wheel. All right, it's number 26. It's Layli Ho. Congratulations. So this is the first one. It's Lee Ho. Hold on. Let me see how to stop it. Okay, and then we're going to have our second poll. The second poll we have to run is there are 32 people joining with us. So let me share my screen again. Okay. Can you guys see the screen? Oh, all right.
There it is.
Yep, we got it.
Okay, good. So let's run second raffle. Oh, it's number 25. It's Kate Fee. Kate, congratulations. And then let's go to our last one. It's number 33. There are 33 people. Sorry. All right, let's spin the wheel. Oh, it's number 22, Tammy Trout. Congratulations. So we have number 20, let me see. Number 26, Layla Ho, and number 25, number 24, Kate, and then 1 and 22, Tammy. Congratulations. So if you still have any chat, please type in because we still have time. So if you have any question, you can also ask Brig and Austin here. So if not, let me see. Okay. All right. So thank you guys joining us, and let's see you next time.
Looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Oh, there is.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So if you guys will need any copies, there will be a post webinar email will send to you. Thank you guys. See you next time. Bye.
Thank you.